Okay, let's talk layout. So visually, you're going to want to see this centered between this wall and the outside edge. So there's a center mark right here, and I've dry laid tiles over to see what that's going to give me on the edge. It's going to come up a little short. So my other option is I'm going to have to mark the center of this tile and move it over. The center of this tile is 5 7/8 from each corner, from each side. So I'm going to move my center mark over 5 7/8. Okay, I've marked that over 5 7/8. Now I'm going to check it. I'm going to measure off this wall. I got 42 to the tile. I'm going to measure from the edge. I've got 42 to that tile. So in this case, I've got a post to contend with. Luckily, my center grout joint's going to hit right here, so I won't have to contend with that post. But if it was off, then I would just adjust my layout from end to end in order to make a grout joint hit here. It's going to center from end to end as well, so that my cuts on each end of this deck are the same as well. I'm going to burn an inch on that outside because I can't really hook over it accurately all the way down. So I'm going to burn an inch. I'm going to come here to my mark. I've got 55 7/8, or 54 7/8. Now you need to remember when you go measure the other end to make sure you burn an inch, because I've had that happen before, believe it or not. Burn an inch one end and not the other, and then you're out of square. Boom. That money line. Okay, same scenario on the end. I've got my center marked here, and I know by the measurement it was 12'2" to the center, so probably if I start with a joint on there, it's going to come up with a ripper. Marking half on my tile. I'm going to dry lay these and see what kind of cut that gives me on that end. Okay, now I've dry laid these from the center down to here, just to make sure I was going to end up with a larger cut down here. So that's a pretty good sized cut. That's what it'll be on each end. So now I've got my center line here with the biggest cut on each side. I've got my center line in that way, cross line, and I got a big cut on each end. So it's time to rock and roll.